Hello, I'm Dr. Amy Berkman, the Department Chair of Education Leadership at Texas A&M Texarkana. I thought I'd stop in today and invite you to apply for our second cohort of the Scholars of Practice Doctoral program. Courses will start in July of 17, that's coming up right around the corner, and our original application deadline was March 31st. However, to better accommodate people and getting all of their items in, we've extended the deadline to April 28th. Please note that that is our drop dead day. We will not be reviewing any applications that are not completed by the April 28th deadline. If you are interested in applying for the program, there are just a few steps that you need to take. First, you need to apply using the application in applytexas.org. You will complete a graduate application starting in summer of 17. If you have any difficulties with the application process, you can contact the Graduate Studies Office, and they would be happy to walk you through the application on Applied Texas. You also need to submit a letter of interest with a 500-word minimum that clearly communicates how you will apply the doctoral degree to improve education and your career objectives and how the Doctor of Education degree will assist you in attaining those objectives. In addition to the letter, you need to include a copy of your resume or curriculum vitae that shows demonstrated experience in a work environment where education is the primary professional emphasis. This could be K-12 teaching, administration, curriculum development, and it could include government or private industry settings. Make sure that your experiences are clearly documented on the resume. We may not know of all of your experiences, so if you don't write them down, you won't get credit for that when we do our rubric. We do also need official scores from either the Graduate Record Exam or the Miller's Analogy Test. Those must have been taken within the last 5 years. There are no exemptions for having taken it before, and there are no exemptions for having completed one or more master's degrees. All of our applicants must have completed a master's degree. Therefore, we use these official scores as part of our rubric when we rank applicants. There is no minimum or cutoff score, but you do have to have official score reports from an assessment taken within the last 5 years in order to consider your application complete. You also need official transcripts from all higher education institutions attended. This means if you went to junior college right after you got out of high school, for one class, we need that transcript. And we need to show every degree that you've been conferred, the bachelor's degree, master's degree, and any additional coursework you might have done post-master's. And finally, you need to submit 3 complete recommendation forms. We do not want letters. We have an official form that you can download from our website, and you need to have one of those forms completed by an individual with a related terminal degree. Many students choose their superintendent or a previous professor. Anybody that has a terminal degree in education can fill that out for you. Now, we do have some opportunities to transfer courses in. The transfer option 1 has to do with completion of the Ratliff Academy, completing superintendent courses in the last 5 years, or having a superintendent certification from Texas or any other state. If you have one of those or multiple of those items, then we can review those courses and transfer them in as your 12-hour cognate. Let's say, however, that you didn't have superintendent courses and you're not necessarily wanting to be a superintendent, but you do have other post-master's graduate courses that didn't apply to another degree. You can submit a request to transfer in up to 12 hours to your advisor once you're assigned an advisor, and they will help you transfer in a 12-hour group of courses. In this way, if you have your superintendent information or the Ratliff Academy, or you have other postmaster's courses, you can get credit for up to 12 hours. That means you would have 36 hours of coursework left before you started 12 hours of dissertation. We do have a tentative review scheduled, and I just wanted to share that with you. So the deadline to receive all materials is April 28th. All applicants that have completed files by April 28th will be automatically sent to the review committee. We will review those and apply our rubric, which can be found on our webpage. And we will contact applicants by phone or possibly email no later than May 5th with an invitation to interview for the program. Once we've invited you to interview with the program, you will also be invited to an orientation meeting that will be May 6th in the evening at the home of one of our professors. We will hold interviews May 10th and 11th, and we will notify all applicants of admission decisions the following week. We mail those official letters out because you will want to keep those for a portfolio or just for your records. But I also send an email out so that you're not waiting endlessly to find out. There are some frequently asked questions. What materials are needed to have a complete application? You must submit the actual application in Applied Texas. You must submit a resume or vita, your letter of interest, official GRE or MAT scores, transcripts, and reference forms, 3 in total. So what happens if you've taken the GRE or MAT, but your official score report doesn't get here by April 28th? If you submit an unofficial score report, one that perhaps you could access, then we can use that as a placeholder until your official score report is turned in or received by the university. However, no one will be offered admission to the program until an official score report is here. So if we evaluate you using the unofficial score report and we get to May 5th and we're determining who to contact for interviews, this may prohibit you from either being invited to an interview or being offered a spot in the cohort. So I suggest you don't take the GRE or MAT any later than April 21st. If you have to take a test because you haven't taken one of these in the last 5 years, I highly recommend that you do the Miller Analogies test. That test only consists of the verbal section, basically, of the GRE, and that's what we look at most strongly. So rather than put yourself through a multiple section test, I suggest you pull some materials, perhaps go to the MAT website, and look at what that assessment entails. If you love doing the math part and you like doing the writing part, then absolutely feel free to apply or to register for the GRE. However, there's no benefit of one over the other. What happens if you're missing a transcript? You have to have in our hands your master's transcript prior to being reviewed. If we do not have a transcript showing that you have received a master's degree, your application packet will not go to review. However, if we do have that master's transcript and we are waiting on a junior college transcript or a transcript of another undergraduate university, we will review your documents as a completed application. But once again, all of your official transcripts have to be received before admission will be offered. So we try to give you a little wiggle room. However, you will not be offered a spot if that application packet is not complete. Those are the most valid and most important pieces of information. I would like to invite all of you and highly encourage all of you to apply for the second cohort. This is a great experience. Our first cohort is 1 year into the process, and I don't think you'd find a single one of them that doesn't find this a valuable and exciting experience. We would love to include you in that experience. We have a national trip as part of the program. We have an international trip as part of the program. And we really work closely with you to make sure that you're successful. So, if you are interested in our hybrid program, please go online and begin your application process. You can find all of this information on our webpage. You can also contact Graduate Studies or the admissions office, and they can send you further information. If you have any additional questions, I would be happy to talk with you. So you can send me an email at aberkman@tamut.edu. Send me an email for any questions, and I hope that I will see all of you in the application review process. Have a great week.